Before you take another probiotic, you need to hear this, because bad gut bacteria may still be sitting in your gut right now, and over 50 million American seniors are dealing with symptoms that never fully improve because of it. Here's the surprising truth. It's not just about adding good bacteria. Probiotics alone may not be enough to deal with what's already there, but these 6 powerful spices might. Many older adults are told that bloating, gas, sluggish digestion, and low energy are just part of aging, so they take probiotics hoping to fix it. But what most people over 60 never hear is this. If harmful bacteria are already dominating your gut, adding more good bacteria may not work the way you expect. In fact, this is why so many seniors say, "I tried probiotics, but I still feel uncomfortable after meals. I still feel tired. I still feel off." The truth is, your body may not be failing. It may simply be overwhelmed. And this is where it gets interesting. There are natural, everyday spices, ones you may already have in your kitchen, that have been studied for their ability to help reduce harmful bacteria, support digestion, and bring your gut back into balance gently. No complicated routines, no expensive supplements. Just simple, powerful support your body may have been missing. And the last one on this list is something most seniors completely overlook. If you've started noticing that your stomach doesn't feel as comfortable after meals as it used to, that you feel full longer than you should, or that your energy seems to fade sooner in the day, there's a reason for that, and it's more common than most people realize. Many older adults go through this quietly. You may find yourself avoiding certain foods you once enjoyed, or feeling unsure how your body will react after eating. Some days your digestion feels slow, other days it feels unpredictable, and over time it can start to affect more than just your stomach. And yet it's often explained away as just part of aging. But here's what often goes unspoken. Your gut isn't just about digestion. It's closely connected to how steady your energy feels, how your body responds to inflammation, and even how clear or foggy your thinking can be from one day to the next. And as the years go by, that internal balance can quietly shift, especially after long-term medication use, changes in diet, or ongoing stress. So even if you're taking probiotics, they may not fully help if the environment inside your gut is already working against them. It's a bit like trying to settle something into a space that's already overcrowded. There's no room for it to do what it's meant to do. That's why simply adding more good bacteria isn't always the full answer. Sometimes your body needs a different kind of support first. And the encouraging part is, that support doesn't have to be complicated. There are natural spices used for generations that contain compounds now being studied for how they interact with gut bacteria and digestion in a more balanced, supportive way. Nothing harsh, nothing extreme, just simple additions that may help your body restore a better internal rhythm. And as we go through these, starting with the most gentle and building up to the most potent, you may begin to notice something important. What you've been feeling may not be something you have to simply live with. It may be your body asking for the right kind of support. Before we go further, I'd really like to hear from you. What's your age, and what kind of gut issues have you been dealing with lately? Is it bloating after meals, feeling uncomfortable or gassy, or maybe low energy that seems to come out of nowhere? You can simply write something like, "I'm 68, dealing with bloating," or 72, and struggling with digestion. Your comment not only helps me understand what you're going through, it also helps others realize they are not alone in this. And as you watch, see if any of these spices sound familiar, or if you've already been using one without realizing how powerful it could be. Now, let's start with the first one. And this may surprise you because it's probably already in your kitchen. Let's start with one that's often underestimated, but can make a noticeable difference. Cumin. At first glance, it seems too ordinary to matter. It's something many people have used for years without thinking twice about it. But in traditional diets, cumin has long been valued for how it supports digestion, especially when the stomach starts to feel slow or unsettled after meals. If you've ever finished eating and felt that lingering fullness, where your stomach just doesn't feel settled, that's not always about what you ate. It can be a sign that your digestion isn't moving as efficiently as it once did. And here's why that happens. As we get older, the body may produce fewer digestive enzymes, the very things that help break food down properly. When that process slows, food can sit longer than it should, and that's when discomfort begins to build. Cumin works in a different way than most people expect. It contains natural compounds that may help stimulate those digestive enzymes, allowing food to be processed more smoothly. Some research also suggests it can support bile production, which plays an important role in breaking down fats, especially helpful if meals tend to feel heavier than they used to. It also has gentle antimicrobial properties, which may help keep certain unwanted bacteria from becoming too dominant, without disturbing the balance your gut depends on. And the nice part is, it doesn't take much. A small pinch added to your meals, whether it's vegetables, soups, or rice, can be enough. Some people also prepare a simple cumin water by soaking the seeds and drinking it after eating. It's a small step, but one that may help your digestion feel more comfortable and steady over time. And this is only the starting point, because the next spice works in a slightly different way, especially when it comes to calming the gut. Now let's move to one that many people were given after meals years ago, but may have quietly stopped using. Fennel seeds. If you've ever finished eating and felt that uncomfortable buildup in your stomach, where the pressure just sits there and won't pass, this is the kind of situation fennel was traditionally used for. And here's something important to understand. That lingering discomfort isn't always about what you ate. It's often about how your digestive system is responding afterward. When the muscles in the digestive tract become tense or sluggish, gas can get trapped instead of moving through smoothly. That's when you feel that tight, uneasy sensation that can last for hours. Fennel works in a very specific way. It helps relax those digestive muscles, almost like releasing a gentle pressure inside the gut. That's why many people notice that things feel less stuck and more settled after using it. This is also why fennel has been used for generations to ease that post-meal discomfort, especially when digestion feels tense rather than just slow. In addition, fennel contains compounds that may help soothe irritation along the gut lining, creating a calmer environment overall. And one of the most appreciated benefits is something simple, that feeling of lightness after eating, when your stomach feels at ease instead of weighed down. Using it is easy. You can chew a small teaspoon of fennel seeds after meals, as is commonly done in many cultures, or prepare a warm fennel tea by steeping the seeds for a few minutes. It's gentle, calming, and easy to make part of your routine. So if your digestion often feels tight or uncomfortable after meals, fennel may help bring back a sense of ease. And the next one builds on this in a different way, because it doesn't just relax the gut, it helps stimulate how your digestive system wakes up and responds. Now, this is where things take a different turn. Cinnamon. It's something most people associate with flavor, but rarely think of as something that could influence how their gut functions day to day. And yet, one of the most overlooked drivers of gut imbalance in older adults has less to do with digestion itself and more to do with blood sugar. If you've ever noticed that dip in energy after eating, or those moments when you suddenly crave something sweet, or feel like your energy rises and falls throughout the day, there's usually a reason behind it. It's not just aging. It may be that your blood sugar is no longer staying as steady as it once did. And here's where this connects in a way many people don't expect. When blood sugar levels swing up and down, it creates conditions in the gut that certain unwanted bacteria thrive in. These bacteria feed on excess sugar, which can gradually throw off the balance in your digestive system. So even if you're trying to support your gut in other ways, this underlying pattern can keep working against you. Cinnamon helps address this from a completely different angle. It contains natural compounds that may support better insulin sensitivity, helping your body handle sugar more efficiently instead of letting it spike and crash. Research has shown that regular use of cinnamon can support more stable blood sugar levels, especially as we get older. And when that stability improves, many people notice it fairly quickly. Energy feels more even. Cravings become less frequent. That heavy, drained feeling after meals starts to ease. For many, that alone changes how the entire day feels. Adding it is simple. A small amount in your morning oatmeal, stirred into tea, or mixed into warm milk can be enough. The key is using it consistently, rather than in large amounts. And one helpful detail, Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, is generally the better choice if you plan to use it regularly. So if your energy feels like it rises and falls, or your digestion seems tied to what you eat, cinnamon may help bring things back into a steadier rhythm. And now we move into something stronger, because the next spice doesn't just influence balance, It works more directly where unwanted bacteria tend to build up. Now this is where things shift in a more noticeable way. Oregano. Most people think of it as something you sprinkle on food for flavor, but it's actually one of the most concentrated natural sources of antibacterial compounds found in everyday herbs, and this matters more than most people realize. If your digestion has felt consistently off, not just occasionally, but in a way that doesn't seem to fully resolve, it can sometimes point to an imbalance that's been building over time. And once certain unwanted bacteria become established, they don't easily fade away on their own. They continue to feed, multiply, and interfere with how your gut functions day to day. This is where oregano stands apart from the others. It contains active compounds like carvacrol and thymol, both of which have been studied for their ability to help reduce certain harmful bacteria, as well as fungi within the digestive system. So rather than simply supporting digestion, oregano works more directly on the underlying imbalance itself. At the same time, it may also support the immune system, something that becomes increasingly important with age, as the body's natural defenses are not always as strong as they once were. And when that internal balance begins to shift, many people notice subtle but meaningful changes: less lingering discomfort, a more settled feeling after meals, a sense that things are starting to function more normally again. And even though it's potent, it can still be used in a simple way. You can add dried oregano to meals like vegetables, soups, eggs, or meats. Even small amounts used regularly can have an effect over time. Some people also prepare oregano tea, though it does have a stronger taste. If you consider oregano oil, it's important to use it carefully and in small amounts, as it is highly concentrated. For most people, starting with the dried herb is a gentle and practical option. So if your gut has felt out of balance for a while, oregano may help begin shifting that environment in a more supportive direction. And just as important, the next spice focuses on something many people feel every day, but don't always connect back to the gut. If this is helping you understand what your body may be going through, take a moment to pause and give this video a like. It really does help more seniors like you find this kind of information, especially those who are quietly dealing with the same discomforts. And if you're someone who wants to stay active, independent, and feel better in your own body, consider subscribing to Senior Everfit. We focus on simple, practical ways to support your health after 60, without confusion, without overwhelm. Also, stay with me, because the next two spices are where things truly begin to come together. One helps calm deep inflammation in the gut, and the final one may be the most powerful natural support on this entire list. You won't want to miss these. Now we come to something many seniors have heard about, but often underestimate: turmeric. If you've been dealing with ongoing discomfort, not just in your stomach, but in your joints, your energy, even your overall sense of well-being, this may be a sign of something deeper: inflammation. Many older adults are told inflammation is just part of aging, but what most seniors do not realize is that gut imbalance and inflammation are closely connected. When harmful bacteria grow in the gut, they can irritate the gut lining, and over time, this can trigger low-grade chronic inflammation throughout the body. This is often why you might feel stiff in the morning, tired by the afternoon, or just not as comfortable in your body as you once were. And this is where turmeric becomes incredibly valuable. Turmeric contains a natural compound called curcumin, which has been widely studied for its strong anti-inflammatory effects. Research has shown that curcumin may help reduce inflammation, not just in the gut, but throughout the entire body. But here's what makes it especially important for gut health. Turmeric may help soothe and support the lining of your digestive tract. Think of it as helping your gut recover, calming irritation, and creating a more stable environment where healthy bacteria can thrive again. It also has mild antimicrobial properties, meaning it may gently help reduce harmful bacteria while supporting balance. And many seniors notice something important when they begin using turmeric regularly. They feel a difference not just in their digestion, but in their overall comfort. Less bloating, less heaviness, and often less stiffness in the joints as well. Using turmeric can be simple. You can add it to soups, vegetables, or rice. A warm turmeric tea with a pinch of black pepper can also be very effective. as black pepper helps your body absorb curcumin better. Consistency is key. A small amount daily can be more helpful than large amounts occasionally. So if your body has been feeling inflamed, uncomfortable, or simply not like it used to, turmeric may help bring a sense of calm and balance back. And now we come to the final spice, the one that many people overlook, yet it may be the most powerful of all when it comes to targeting harmful bacteria directly. And now, the one most seniors completely overlook: cloves. This small, simple spice may not look like much, but it is one of the most powerful natural supports for gut health on this entire list. If you've been struggling with persistent bloating, a heavy feeling after meals, or digestion that just doesn't feel right no matter what you try, this may be the missing piece. Here's the hidden reason. When harmful bacteria become deeply established in the gut, they can create a kind of resistance. They continue to grow, interfere with digestion, and even affect how well your body absorbs nutrients. And this is where cloves stand out in a very unique way. Cloves contain a compound called eugenol, which has been studied for its strong antimicrobial properties. In simple terms, cloves may help reduce harmful bacteria more directly and effectively than many other natural foods. Some research has shown that cloves can help limit the growth of unwanted bacteria while also supporting overall digestive balance. But here's what makes this especially meaningful for older adults. Cloves don't just help clean the gut, they may also support better nutrient absorption. And as we age, this becomes critical. Because even if you are eating well, if your body is not absorbing nutrients properly, you may still feel tired, weak, or low in energy. Many seniors who begin using cloves regularly notice something encouraging. Their digestion feels lighter, their stomach feels calmer, and over time, their energy may begin to improve. And the best part? You don't need much. You can add a pinch of ground cloves to warm tea, oatmeal, or even soups. Some people gently chew one whole clove after meals, though the taste is strong. Even small amounts can be effective when used consistently. So if you've been trying different things, but still feel like something is missing, cloves may be the powerful support your gut has been waiting for. And when you combine this with the other spices we've talked about, you're no longer just adding support, you're helping your body restore balance from the inside out. So, let's take a moment and bring this all together in a simple, clear way. We started with cumin, a gentle spice that helps your body break down food more efficiently and reduce that heavy, bloated feeling after meals. Then, fennel seeds, helping your digestive system relax, easing gas, cramping, and that uncomfortable tightness many seniors feel. Next was cinnamon, working behind the scenes to balance blood sugar, which plays a bigger role in gut health than most people realize. Then, oregano, a stronger support that may help reduce harmful bacteria more directly and support your immune system at the same time. After that, turmeric, calming inflammation, soothing the gut lining, and helping your whole body feel more comfortable and balanced. And finally, cloves, the most powerful of all on this list, helping target unwanted bacteria while supporting better digestion and nutrient absorption. Now, here's the key message. It's not just about adding more good bacteria. It's about creating the right environment in your gut, where balance can actually happen. And the encouraging part is this. These are simple, everyday spices. Nothing complicated, nothing overwhelming. Small, consistent changes like these may help you feel lighter after meals, more comfortable in your body, and more energized throughout your day. And for many older adults, that can make a meaningful difference in how you move, think, and live each day. Now, I'd really like to hear from you. Which of these spices do you already use in your daily routine? And which one are you thinking of trying first? You can simply comment something like, "I use cinnamon every day," or "I'm going to start with cloves." And if you've tried any of these before, did you notice a difference in your digestion, your energy, or how you felt after meals? Your experience could really help someone else who's watching and going through the same thing quietly. Because the truth is, many seniors are dealing with these issues, but not everyone talks about it. So go ahead and share below. You're not alone in this, and your voice matters more than you think. If you found this helpful, take a moment to like this video. It helps more seniors just like you discover simple ways to feel better again. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Senior Everfit. This channel is here for you to support your strength, your energy, and your independence as you age, with practical, easy-to-follow guidance that truly makes a difference. You can also share this video with a friend, a spouse, or a family member who may be struggling with digestion or low energy. Sometimes, one small piece of information can change how someone feels every single day. And remember, you don't need to do everything at once. Start small, stay consistent, and give your body the support it deserves. Getting older does not mean your body has to feel uncomfortable, heavy, or out of balance. If anything, this stage of life is about learning what your body truly needs and giving it the kind of support that helps you stay strong, steady, and independent. If you've been feeling frustrated, or if your symptoms have been dismissed as just aging, I want you to remember this. Your body is not failing. It may simply be asking for the right kind of care. Small changes, like the spices we talked about today, may seem simple, but they can create meaningful shifts over time. Less discomfort, better digestion, more energy to enjoy your day, and most importantly, more confidence in your own body again. Take this one step at a time. Be patient with yourself. Your body has an incredible ability to respond when given the right support. And always remember, you are not alone on this journey. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and take care of yourself because you are worth it.